Hey, everyone. Welcome back. I hope that you are ready for today's or tonight's fantabulous live discussion. I am your vision coach, Latoya Early, and your conference host. And we are here to have an amazing night with one of the Start to Six Figure Shift Conference facilitators, business strategist, Beverly Walthour. Listen, if you have not heard of Beverly, I'm gonna need you when we're done to go research, right? And then make sure you join her community and make sure you follow her. Because if you don't know a powerhouse, I mean, outside of me, of course, you want to make sure you know her, right? You want to make sure you know her. So I'm excited about that. Of course, we want to go ahead and bring in our six-figure concierge on today. Go ahead and bring in Jay, the six-figure concierge, so she can come in and help us navigate through tonight's experience. If you missed Tuesday was absolutely fantastic. We had the opportunity to speak with our speakers coach, Ciara Shanae. She brought some fire. She dropped some gems. It was absolutely fantastic. So, of course, I need to reintroduce our six-figure concierge, who's going to be our conference moderator. She's going to help navigate you through your six-figure experience during our 3-day virtual shift conference. So, Jasmin, come on in and tell the people hello.
Hey y'all. Hey. Hey. I'm Jasmin Pittman. I will be the concierge. I'll be helping to navigate you guys through the conference during this month, which is our pre-conference kickoff. And then during the conference, you guys will see me all throughout the conference, helping to navigate you guys, letting you know what's going on, giving you all the tea and the bonus features for the conference. So I cannot wait until we get started today.
It's gonna be awesome. Listen, Jay went and pulled out one of the throwback shirts. Y'all check that out. Coaching is a lifestyle. If you've been to one of the shift conferences, you'll notice that we do have annual conference tees, and Jay is wearing one today. You ladies know the routine. For those of you who are joining us on whichever platform you're joining us, make sure you come on in, share with us who you are. Let us know what type of coach you are, whether or not you're aspiring or if you're growing. Put it in the comments. We want to go ahead and make tonight amazing. We want to rock out. So make sure you go ahead and share who you are in the comments. Include whether or not you are aspiring or a growing coach. Cool. So let's go ahead and get started with tonight's live discussion. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing. Not only do we want you to come in and share who you are, but we want you to share this live discussion. Listen, we have an amazing influencer who's going to come on tonight and really drop some gems for y'all. So I'm encouraging you to go ahead and share this broadcast. Come on in. Let us know who's there. Let us know if you are aspiring, if you are growing, and what type of coach you are. So really quickly, we're going to bring Miss Beverly to the stage and just really have some good dialogue with her. I'm excited to bring her to the stage. I really don't like telling people this out loud, and this is so funny, but I don't like saying this out loud, but I'm going to say it. So Beverly is my coach, and so I absolutely love her. She is absolutely amazing. I don't like telling people that because I don't go trying to have my coach. That's my coach. Okay.
Okay, well, listen, I get that because Toya is my coach, and I don't like sharing my coach. So I 100%, I told y'all a few times I will share her. I'll let y'all borrow her, but y'all can't have my coach. So I get it.
See?
Hi, Miss Beverly.
Hey!
Listen.
First of all, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Y'all can have me too. Look, y'all good. Come on over on this side. Y'all go ahead and start me as a coach too. See, look at you, Toya.
Listen, it's so funny because Beverly, you know how coaches do. We're supposed to come in and share testimony. Like, listen, don't get mad at me, okay? Because you're my coach, and I really don't be want to share you with people.
Look right there. I thought scripture said something about sharing is caring. That wasn't in Matthew. No.
That is from the book of Beverly. Absolutely hilarious. So listen, y'all, we are going to have an amazing time. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to our six-figure concierge so that she can dive into these questions that we have on tonight. Make sure you come on in and share who you are. Let us know what type of coach you are. Aspiring, growing. Let's go ahead and use this time. Make sure you click the link in the caption so that you can share your face and your name with your comments. We don't want to just see Facebook user. We want to know who we're talking to. So come on in, Jay. You have the floor.
All right. Well, hey. Let me tell you, I'm so honored to meet you and to have the opportunity to interview you today. Because let me tell you, my coach is the bomb, right? My coach is dynamic, amazing, inspiring. There are so many things about her that I love. So to know that she's like, well, this is my coach. This is who got me together. So I'm like, okay, hey. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate all that you do for my coach because she is amazing.
No problem. And she is super amazing. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So because I know that you are her coach and I know that you are equally amazing, tell us more about you and what you do.
Yes. So thank you, ladies, so much for opportunity just to come on and just have this conversation. So I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who want to create more income and more impact. And so one thing I've learned and noticed, especially working with believers, talking about money is a huge thing. So being able to not only help them create the impact, like they're okay with the impact part, like they're good with that, like yeah. But when we talk about the income, it get a little funny sometimes. But when the money is coming in, then they're good to go. But yeah, getting to that point. So that I'm also a TV and radio show host. So we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA.
Okay, I'm excited. So how did you get started?
Woo! So yes, this business is actually business number 4 for me. And so my very first business I ever had was an in-home K through 12 tutoring service because I was actually an educator for 14 years. And so that was like the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey. And from there, like I said, I went on to start a few more. But this business, when people say this, I'm shaking my head like, yeah, yes, I get it. Because this was all God. Like if you would have asked Bev, this wouldn't have been it. But I love what I do. And the thing is, how I knew it was a thing, as I felt like God was talking to me about it, and people would just come to me, well, Bev, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? And my thing is, like I said, this was business number 4. So I'm like, okay, well, you just do this. And this is what you're doing. I'm thinking, everybody knows how to do it type of thing. Mm-hmm. But the more people were coming to me and asking me these questions, then I'm like, okay, this must be a thing. So I had to go and do some research to see what this thing is. And I'm like, oh, coach, okay, this is the thing now. Now let me go in and kind of, get the education behind it, to really make sure that I was impactful. But I definitely feel like my background in education and training really helps me when it comes to this coaching thing.
So listen, I wholeheartedly, 100%, I am rocking with you on the education and coaching thing because that is my thing. I'm training education all day. Like you can learn whatever you want to learn, skill versus will type of thing. But I love when you talked about how we as believers believe in the impact, but then we have a hard time with the money part of it. So can you elaborate on that a little bit? Because, okay, why are you making that face, Toya? Because, okay, listen, I'm an honest person. I struggle with that.
I said, she telling herself? Is that what she's telling herself? Okay,
Listen, I'm so telling on myself right now because that is a struggle, though, because sometimes you find it because, it's a part of your ministry and saying, well, how do I, charge for this? So how do you coach somebody through that?
And there's a couple of things that I was just having a conversation with a group of my clients last night about this very thing, this very topic, especially stuff, the ministry and the marketplace and all that stuff like that. And so for me, I had to first reconcile it with myself first, because I didn't just come in here and say, okay, no, like God had to take me through a process. And part of that process was getting clear on what his word says about wealth. And so when you know and understand that God is the one that has given us the power to get wealth, Like, I'm like, wait a minute, it comes from him. And so having that first as the foundation, that was the first part. So I had to get educated. I had to unlearn some things, when it comes to even some of the scriptures that we were saying or that I was saying, because I feel like sometimes people say, well, or feel like, okay, this, first of all, people thinking Jesus was poor and the disciples were poor and just all these misconceptions. And I'm like, when you learn the truth for yourself, then you realize, no, I am called as a child of God to live a prosperous life. And so knowing that, we have a skill set in our hands and in our head, especially us as coaches, to be able to, and I always say, impact, generations to come, like literally break in generational curses and helping to establish generational blessings. Like you literally have that ability to do that with the skill set that you have as a coach. And so, as with us being believers, there is a line between, what I would do in ministry between the four walls. And, my thing is you have to learn those boundaries. You have to learn what your boundaries are, set those boundaries, and then you have to stick to those boundaries. So when someone comes and says, well, hey, sis, sis, can you come? Sis, can you go? Well, yes, and this is my speaking fee for this. And, once we get the invoice paid, we can have a conversation on how you want me to support your audience. Like that's on you, and knowing who you are and what God called you to do. He did not call us to be poor and broke and all of that stuff like that. So you have to learn how to walk in everything that he has for you.
Woo! That's what we doing. So we gonna do this early. You gonna start early?
Listen,
I waited 2 minutes.
I tried to tell y'all. I tried to forewarn y'all. Listen, Beverly does this thing called toe stepping. She when she comes in, she's not someone that you want to, you can't be all timid and shy because she's going to call you out and she's going to let you know. So if you don't want your toes stepped on, go put on your Timbs and then come back.
There we go.
Okay.
I behaved the first 2 minutes, though. I was good the first 2 minutes. So you got to give me credit for that. Come on.
Listen, I'm about to go to the other room and grab my Timbs real quick so I can be ready. So wait, that's amazing. So tell me, what was your biggest struggle in your business?
It was a couple of things that I struggled with because, and I always tell my clients, as you grow and evolve, so will the people that you serve. So when I initially came into the online space, I wasn't serving Christian coaches. And so as I felt like God was calling me to that particular group, I struggled with myself with, okay, God, wait a minute. I didn't go to Bible college, God. I don't know the Bible inside and out. What you mean I got to I don't know. So I struggled with that. I feel like, and I call that my Moses moment, when I felt like I wasn't qualified to lead his people in that sense. And he was like, yeah, you're right. In your own, you're doing it in your own power. You're not qualified to do it. But when you allow me to use you to impact my people, to speak to my people, then it's going to be a completely different story. And so once he kind of, and y'all talk about me stepping on toes, like, I get it from the Father. And so when I told him, okay, God, I got you, get off my foot because that hurt, type of thing, and really realized that it wasn't about me. So that first thing, I had to get over myself. That was one of the earliest struggles that I had. That second part of the struggle was, okay, God, now you're calling me to serve these people. You know how your people act. Your people, they trip sometimes, Father. You talk about money with you. Come on now. So I had to get past that whole coming and talking about money and, it being okay to generate money in your business and leveraging your business and using your business as a catalyst to do that. So those were the two biggest struggles that I had, was just serving Christian coaches to begin with, and then being comfortable to talk to them about money and generating money and using their business to create wealth.
Absolutely. He qualifies the card.
Yes.
He will qualify you. You are qualified because he said it. So I get that. Toya, my coach is over there like, She over here just loving it. I know she loving it.
I'm soaking it all up.
I can see it all over her face.
So I'm saying that because we think that it's about us. Like I'm afraid. I'm scared. I don't want to. And God is like, but I'm not the author of fear. So how can you have me in your heart and fear? Like both of them can't live. They can't cohabitate. So somebody got to go. So you got to decide. And so the moment that you decide, it's either what's the worst that can happen? That's how I look at it. What's the worst that can happen? And so when you decide that fear is no longer going to live dormant and control you, it changes life.
Yeah, she said that Moses moment. I think that Moses moment, and I get that all too well because I very often say this like public speaking thing, or the fact that sometimes I worry about how if I stumble on my words and things like that. But it's like when you get to move and it's not you speaking anymore, and when you allow him to move through you, then it works out every time. And every time I'm like, okay, God, I can do this a little bit more. Every time it gets a little bit easier, a little bit easier. So let me say, I'm going to ask you, what can the attendees expect from your session at the conference? But I'm going to tell you that I'm sitting here like, woo, child, I can't wait to sit in her session. So I'm still going to ask the question, but I think if they have been paying attention, they already can get a glimpse of what they're going to get. But you can fill them in on what they can expect to get here during your segment of the conference.
So it's a couple of things. The main thing is how to leverage social media to literally create a multi six-figure business. And the thing is, all of us have access to one of the at least one social media platform. And my thing is, how are you leveraging that to build your know, like, trust factor? How are you leveraging that to build your brand? How are you leveraging that to speak to the people that God has called you to serve? Because having this online platform, you literally now have a global business. Are you thinking globally, or are you just like, well, yeah, the people in my town, they don't want to pay for coaching? Wait a minute, but you're not limited to the people in your town. You literally can have clients across the globe. But we have to shift our mindset, our thinking into a global business, and that I literally have a global business. So being able to leverage your social media to not only secure clients, but there are so many opportunities. Like, I have a TV and radio show because of social media. Like, as I said, my background is in education, but because of my social media presence, an executive producer saw me and reached out to me. And so when you know how to leverage your social media, you literally have access to all kinds of things. So coaching, consulting, speaking, authorship, like, there are so many opportunities out there for you when you know how to leverage your social media. And that's what it's all about, being able to leverage that social media to be able to secure clients, speaking, all of these other different opportunities. And when you know how to do it effectively, you can literally write your own check type of thing.
So, do y'all need a minute to go register? Because I'm going to give y'all a minute.
I think everybody should take a pause moment.
I think we should wait right here, and you should go ahead and go to www.sixfigureshiftconference.com. And listen, if you do it right now, you can go ahead and get this facilitator's discount, right? And you get to do the VIP for $9.97, but there are only 10 VIP spots left. So if you don't stop right now and go register, you may miss the VIP. But the general registration is $7.97. So I will give y'all about 20 seconds to go ahead and stop and go to www.sixfigureshiftconference. It's on your screen right now, because if you don't know how to leverage your social media to take your business global, then you need to be at this conference. And I also want to tell you guys that early bird registration does end on April the 4th. But you don't need early bird, because you're about to go on there right now and register at the facilitator's discount, right? So y'all got 10 more seconds.
Why
Because
are you pulling out your debit cards and all of that good stuff? I want you to know how valuable this type of content is. As I've shared 100 times, the value of the facilitators that are on this flyer is well over 10,000, well over, and that's at bare minimum of $1,000 per person, bare minimum, right? So imagine how much content and information you can get with joining us for the conference and really gleaning from Beverly. Not only, and this is for my VIP registrants, but you do get the chance to work hands-on with her. I'm talking about ask questions. You know how you go to conferences and you just sitting in the audience with the notepad taking a bunch of notes? And me, notebook be filled, right? And then get home and don't look at nothing. That is not what this conference is going to be. You're going to have to implement and apply action during our 3 days together. So I don't want you to think that you're getting ready to pay for a bunch of content overload. You're paying for coaching, right? This is probably the most inexpensive, and I don't even like using that term, but the most less in cost coaching opportunity that you can get from. Listen, I'm not going to tell y'all how much it costs to work with Beverly, so you need to go ahead
and get her while you can get her. Get her right now while you can get her.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so listen, she wasn't gonna tell y'all, but I ain't gonna tell y'all. But I will tell y'all that the VIP comes with some amazing things. So you want to go ahead and fill in those 10 slots, because once those 10 slots are filled, I don't know how much grace Toya's gonna have to let you slide on in there. So go ahead and get your slot right now. Okay, so we're back. I gave y'all time to register. I'm gonna give y'all some more time though, okay? So what do you like to do outside of your business?
Woo! On the beach. I am a water person. Get me by the water. Oh, Bev, good. You know, I could be out there all day with my little sandwich, out there, my book. Don't mess with me. I'm a beach snob, but it has to be white sand and turquoise water. Don't give me any brown water, because that water dirty. I don't want that Atlantic. Don't give me that dirty water.
So y'all know she's not talking about the city, right? Y'all know she's not talking about city beaches at all.
No, you heard me. Don't give me that dirty water. Now, I'm from Georgia. I live from the coast of Georgia, so I know the dirty brown Atlantic water. And then one year I was introduced to the Gulf Coast. So like off Florida, Alabama, that area that has the white sand. I'm like, I don't have to leave the country to get white sand. They feel like powder on my feet and turquoise water. What? So every year, sister girl down there, look, even in 2020, I said, look here, Father, we know we're in the midst of a pandemic. So what Bev is gonna do is have her tent back in the tent. Don't come around this way. Look, don't come this way. And yeah, I have to.
I love it.
I'm just saying, give me some water. I'm good.
Listen, I'm with you 20 million %. So I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you and tell you to come on to Michigan, because we have white sands and blue water. Oh, you didn't know about it. I see you.
Send me a picture. Send me a picture first. Let me
tell you. Let me tell you
too, because I've never seen it.
Listen, so I'm going to send it to Toya to you. It's called Torch Lake. And so when you go further up in Michigan, we have beautiful waterfalls. We have beautiful blue Caribbean water. Y'all got to know how to travel.
Let me do a quick Google search. Hold on, because I need some proof.
Listen, I want you to go ahead and go on there. And I want you to type some proof. Go ahead. Now stop. I'm going to let you go and do it now, because they will tell you I love to travel. I love to travel. And we have blue.
I've been here 30 something years, and your girl ain't seen no blue water and white sand.
I know. Let me tell you why. Because y'all gotta leave and go up. You know, we got an upper peninsula. You gotta go on up.
I see.
Tell them again. Listen. I think somebody just said, thank you, LaErica. Thank you, LaErica. Come on through. And Miss Bev, when you slide on this way, come pick me up. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna start that way. We can go.
Gotcha.
All right. Listen, I'm a water girl, so I know where the water is.
Yes.
Even though I can't swim, I still love. It's something about the water. When you said, I started hearing, "Take me to the water." Take me to the water. Come on now.
Look. Now look. We ain't saying nothing about swimming. Like as long as I can touch the bottom, I'm straight. As long as my feet can touch the bottom.
That's it.
Wait a minute. Father, we got to get back closer to the water.
Come on, somebody.
Close to the sand.
I cannot deal with y'all.
Take me to the water.
I said I just need to hear it. I ain't saying I need to be in it. I just need to hear it. I'm just saying.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So listen, give us 20 seconds of why Christian female startup coaches should attend this conference.
Oh, you said 20 seconds, huh? Okay. It's a couple of reasons. I'm such a firm believer in believers in business joining together. we were not called to, first of all, live period by ourselves, especially this entrepreneurial journey. We were called to lock arms together. And so being able to be in a space like this where you have other, coaches that you're taking this journey through and with, the fact that it is hands-on and interactive, that was one of the reasons I'm like, yes, because I'm all about taking action. And so that's the thing. We know faith without works is dead. So when you actually have that information, you consuming that information, and then you're actually implementing, that's what cements it in to ensure that you're actually getting the results. So just that part, being around other believers, once again, having that place, a safe space where we can go and really and truly operate in our gifts. And then, like I said, that implementation part. So those of you, if you are really serious about results and getting results, and then also networking and being in community with other, coaches, I feel like this would be the perfect opportunity to do that. And plus, for the value, like, where are you going to get this from? Because like Toya said, you can't come over here with that price point. I'm just saying. So yeah.
Listen, so what she is telling you guys is that coming in right now at the VIP rate for the facilitators discount will get you in there for $9.97. And let me just real quick, I know I'm gonna just tell y'all what comes with the VIP. Okay, I want y'all to know what comes with that. You get access to the 6-figure success system bonus training. You get access to all the conference workshops. You get a customized conference workbook, hard copy though. Let me say that hard copy, because sometimes you don't be getting that when you go to conferences. You get customized conference workbook, an e-file. You get VIP breakout sessions with the facilitator. So you get to, like she said earlier, you get to ask questions and, get a little bit of insider information. You get the new book release. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I'm VIP, y'all. So listen, I'm excited because I am VIP. You get unlimited access to the conference replays for 1 year. So you don't want to not be VIP. And as I said earlier, we have 10 spots left. And once they are gone, I tell you about it. Just follow me, and then I kind of tell you what happened in VIP, because I don't know how you're going to find out, because it's over. So
you ladies are absolutely hilarious. This is so good. So listen, I want to share something with you that comes along with the conference, and this is for both VIP and general registration. And I'm so excited that we're able to offer this as a incentive. So for those of you who are familiar with Chase Gray, our program, we really help our coaches create their 20-second or 20-word or less power statement, right? Or what the industry may consider an elevator pitch. But we call it a power statement because God told me that there is power in our words. And so we want to make sure that we are creating a statement that's going to attract and speak to our ideal client. But I'll save that for later. We are going to do a pitch your power statement segment during the 3-day conference. And so this is your opportunity. Of course, we're going to teach you how to do a power statement. And then you're going to be able to pitch it to our judges. And whoever is the winner of that power statement will receive one of the things that you'll receive. We have so many other bonuses that's going to be included in this. But one of the things that you're going to receive is a live interview on WDJY FM in Atlanta, Georgia. So Miss Beverly has gifted us a interview on her radio show. So here, let me just pause for a second. I know when we hear, interview on a podcast, a radio show, we're like, oh, that sounds good. But tell me, when was the last time you were able to pitch your power statement to 30,000 people or more? Tell me.
How many people?
30,000. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see. Anybody? No. Okay. So you join the conference, right? You register for the conference. You go ahead and you decide that you want to be a part of this competition. And you're like, Latoya, my power statement is amazing. The judges, we're gonna do some deliberation, and we're gonna come back. And one of the amazing incentives, one of the gifts, is that you will be a part of the talk radio show whose audience tunes in to hear how to grow mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, and financially.
Good job. Goodness,
that was a lot of LYs. Okay, so guests are interviewed for 30 minutes and they're able to talk about their business, their story, their why, their how they support their clients, and then they're able to share how you're able to contact the coach who won. So this is a amazing marketing opportunity for you to not only share who you are with the attendees of the conference, but you're now able to go and share who you are with 30,000 people that you would have never had access to. So that's just one of the incentives, one of the bonuses of joining us for the Start to Six Figure Shift Conference.
That is absolutely amazing, because it actually ties into what she was saying earlier about understanding how to expand your audience. And that is an amazing way to expand your audience with one interview, 30,000 people. And I really hope that you guys bring your A game, because I'm ready. Like, I want
to. I'm pitching. I'm pitching.
I'm so ready, Miss Beverly, to be on your show. No.
No, okay, so right, the Chase Great team will not be in the competition. So I don't want y'all to think we're gonna try to set it up.
No. All right, so Toy, I'm gonna kick it off to you.
My favorite part is at the end of the questions. We need to come up with some more questions, because this wasn't enough.
Good. What you got? What you need?
So listen, here's my favorite portion, right? So we have viewers. I want Beverly to take a moment to, scroll at her phone real quick, see who's watching from her end, if you're seeing who's watching. And we did this on Tuesday, and I thought that it was absolutely phenomenal. I'm excited about this portion because this is what we do during the actual conference. It's a lot more in detail. It's a lot more in depth. I'm able to teach a little bit more about it, but understand that the influencers that were selected for the conference were strategically selected. I strongly believe in making sure that we bring people on the platform who are believers of Christ Jesus. Not only believers, but who are servants, who have submitted their lives and their businesses to doing what it is that God has called them to do. And so with that being said, because she don't know what it is.
I feel a setup coming on.
It is. It's definitely a setup. I would like Beverly to select someone out of our comments, out of our audience, and take some time to really pour into them. Of course, I want to give her about 20 seconds to go ahead and pray, ask the Holy Spirit to just, of course, minister through her. And we've already prayed before this, but
it's okay. Because we're still here. So she'll jump back in a moment. But that's what she's looking for, Miss Beverly, for you to find someone in the comments or in the audience who you're being led to speak to and to pour into them and give them what you hear from the Lord.
And let me say, it's not one particular person that I'm feeling led to say this to, but as entrepreneurs, and as I alluded to this a little bit earlier, you guys, as entrepreneurs, when you decide to answer the call to entrepreneurship, it pushes you in a completely different realm. And so you want to ensure that you prepare yourself for your day. And so what I mean by that is, and I always say, regardless of whether or not the people you serve are Christians, that doesn't matter. You want to ensure that your relationship with Christ is number one, because he gives you the power, you know what I'm saying, to be able to run your business. And so when it comes to even deciding, should I do this speaking engagement? Should I take on this client? Should I post this thing? That type of thing, because part of what I'll talk about during the conference is, how do I bring God into my business? How do I bring them on the social media, and it's not about posting scriptures and stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about, how can I ensure that my relationship with Christ is strengthened? So for those of you that are watching, please make sure that you give that priority to Christ, whatever you may need to do to ensure that you have that relationship with him, that communication with him. I'm always saying make sure you have business meetings with God. Like, don't leave him out of this of the equation, because when you do, I'm telling you, you'll veer so far off track. You're looking around like your GPS won't be able to get you back on track. But when you track with God on this thing, and once again, asking for the guidance of the Holy Spirit to lead you. And once again, when it comes to signing clients, when it comes to what opportunities to secure, because every opportunity out there is not for you at this time. And so being okay with that, not operating out of fear. You want to make sure that you're never doing anything out of fear or doubt or lack. Let me take this client on because I need the money. Or, well, wait a minute, guy, I tried this and it didn't work, so I'm not going to do this anymore. Toya alluded to earlier about you guys, faith and fear cannot live. It can't cohabitate. You have to choose one. And so once again, just not allowing that fear to dictate what it is that you do in your business. And once again, the best way to do that, it goes back to your relationship with Christ and just ensuring that on a daily basis, it's not I'm going to catch it in the week, Lord. It's on a daily basis. And I tell my people literally second by second, I'm asking God, as I'm going on this journey, okay, come on with me. I can't even take this next breath without him. And it's the same thing. You want to make sure that you bring him into every area of your business, give it all over to him, and he will take you to places that you never even dreamed possible, because you allow him to guide your business, and you didn't allow what's going on in the world and how the world operates and does business to be in control. It'll take your business to a completely different level.
So I don't know if you've seen my pen moving, because I had to grab some paper and a pen, because you said have a business meeting with God. And I
Literally.
said, so I have those conversations with him. Like I talk to him, just, me and him have our own language, our own conversation, relationship. And I sit down and I'll say, even when I'm driving or we're doing the most randomest things, but I think I need to make sure I can just sit down and say, God, we're going to have a business meeting. It's a conference call at this time. I need you to be available, Lord. And we're going to do this. And then, we're going to open up our conference in prayer, and then we're going to talk, God. This is a business meeting. So
he's CEO. He's the CEO of the business. So why are you not inviting him into the meeting? Like, I'm confused. What we doing? Like, I literally have a chair. Jesus, right here. This your seat right here. This your seat right here. We about to,
Yeah, I was just gonna say one of the thing that I learned about my business in the beginning was making God my CEO. So even when people ask me, like, I try so hard, and I know that the world, will categorize us as CEOs, but I'm not the CEO. You can call me the president, you can call me, whatever you want to call me. I'm not the CEO. I want to make sure that that position stays in the hands of God, because if not, where I can't take this business where he can take it. I can't move. It doesn't matter how hard you try. One of the things that Beverly always say is watch your intent. What are you selling when you're going after a client, we're going to enroll someone into your program? What's the intent of your heart? If it's because I need some money real quick, that's not gonna work. But if your intent is pure, then it changes everything for you.
Absolutely. So I think these are so good, Toya. The panel is so amazing. I'm so full. I was full on Tuesday. I am full tonight. You didn't hit me with a Moses moment. I gotta have business meetings with God. It's okay that I'm gonna be very wealthy, because God wants me to be very wealthy, and what I'm doing is for the generations to come. I know that. I'm gonna learn how to leverage my social media, because I do not do that at all. So I am so excited. I cannot wait until this conference. If you, I'm gonna put it back on the screen for you guys. You need to go to www.sixfigureshiftconference.com and register, because you don't want to miss what's happening. I can tell you firsthand the knowledge, the insight, the wisdom that I get from my coach. And so you're going to be able to glean and learn from her coach. And so to be able to have that opportunity is, to me, it's priceless. And so the value of this conference, as Toya said earlier, goes well beyond what she's asking you for. So if I was you, I would get my ticket. And I can't wait to get my t-shirt and like, this is my, let me tell y'all, she knows this is my favorite shirt. Coaching is a lifestyle. I tell y'all, I wear this out so much because I want people to act, this is a lifestyle. What we do is a lifestyle. And it's for those who are called. Coaching, you have to be called to coach. So I cannot wait for this conference. I'm going to turn it back over to my coach. I love saying that, y'all. My coach, Latoya. I'm going to turn this back over to you.
Yeah, so listen, what's so funny is right when I was sharing, our surprise question, my power surge. Like, where does that happen? So thank God that this just kept going. Because if we were on
you back? Oh, you came
right.
Yeah, okay, hey, welcome back.
If we were on another platform, I'm not gonna say no names, this whole call would have been over. So listen. My husband texts me like, hey, what just happened? Listen, it's okay. It's okay.
All good.
I'm excited about the conference. I'm excited to have Beverly on. Like I said, last week we had speakers coach Ciara, Shanae come in. Tonight we have Beverly. Next week we are getting started with a 5-day challenge, which this is perfect. And the way that we set this up is so that it can kind of tie into what we're doing. We want to encourage you to start working on your social media now. Beverly is going to come in and when I tell you that she can really share with you strategies on how to generate $30,000 to $50,000 in your inbox, that's not a marketing strategy. That is an actual fact. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're there. We are getting started with a 5-day free challenge on Monday where we're going to start working on your social media. You can't just come to Beverly and be like, okay, Beverly, you said I can make 50,000 and your profile pictures of your dog. Like, we're going to have to make some decisions. Okay. So I want you to join us for our 5-day free challenge. It is our niche marketing madness. This is year 2 or 3 that we've done this inside of the niche certification community, but I decided to go ahead and make this challenge open to the public as we prepare for the conference. So today we had the opportunity of rocking out with business strategist Beverly Walthour. On next Tuesday, we're going to meet our copy coach, Sarah Talbert. They work hand in hand. Beverly can definitely share with you strategies on how to go out and get clients. Sarah's going to show you how to use your words to present your product to your ideal client. It's a win-win. I don't know about you, but when I first learned about marketing, I had no idea what copy was. I'm like, copy? What is that? What are you talking about? And so I had to learn this. You know how you go through the checklist. The gurus say, oh, you need a sales page. You need copy. You need this. I didn't know what any of that was. So we have experts who are going to show you. You say you have a hard time on social media. We have an expert here who's going to help you with social media. You say you have a hard time creating copy that attracts or converts your ideal client. We have someone next week on Tuesday for our next live discussion who's going to come in and talk about copywriting. You want to make sure that you're taking advantage of this opportunity. Join us for the 5-day free challenge. We're getting started on Monday. It's free. I want to get your social media together so that when we go for the conference in May, okay, and Beverly start telling you to do stuff, you won't come back like it didn't work. No. Did you go and optimize your social media page like you were instructed? Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna keep telling y'all.
Latoya, can I say something? And you guys would, because my eyebrow raised, Jasmin. I don't know if you saw that when you mentioned, you're not leveraging your social media. And just like Latoya said, you guys, when you optimize your social media page, your banner, your bio, the content that you have on there, you can generate just from that something that you kind of do and then kind of walk away from it, 3 to 5 additional leads a month. So if the math teacher in me, I'm like 3 to 5 leads. So if I have a $7,000 offer, 3 times 7 is $21,000 that I'm leaving on the table because my banner, like I said, you got a picture of your face and you up here like this. Like I'm not signing your services if you up in the kid. You just scared me. You guys literally, someone sent me a friend request and all I saw was an eyeball. I saw, the devil is alive, delete. You guys, I'm telling you. So it's just little things like that where you are literally leaving money on the table if you don't know how to leverage your social media like that. So yes, ma'am, get them all the way together, Latoya. Get them all the way
Listen,
together.
I'm just trying to prepare y'all. I just because I want to make sure that when you show up May 13th, you ready. This is not gonna be all cute. You're gonna put on your jogging pants. On Friday, we do have T-shirt Friday where you can wear your favorite business, your favorite quote, whatever T-shirt you want to wear. So Friday is our casual day, but we want you in some sweats. We're gonna have an amazing time. We start each day except for Thursday. So Friday and Saturday, we will start each day with our 60-minute mindset. And so this is an opportunity for you to learn how to start your morning. Are you just rolling out of bed and just letting the alarm clock wake you up and you dreading it? Or are you waking up with gratitude? Are you waking up going into prayer? What does your morning look like? So we're going to work through some of those exercises. And then, like I said, we have some great influencers who's going to come in, rock out with us, and really help you shift your coaching business in your niche from start to six figures. So I'm excited about that. Anything else, our six-figure concierge?
No, ma'am. I can't wait to see y'all. I can't wait to see you guys during the conference. It's you don't want to miss it. I know I keep saying that, and that's not me saying it because I'm the concierge. I'm just telling you, you don't want to miss it because this conference, and I'm gonna say this every time. 2 years ago, this conference completely shifted me. And I became like under Toya, and I've grown tremendously due to her training and her coaching and her, pushing me. So I cannot wait for you to come to this conference. It's amazing. I Miss Beverly. I can't wait till we go to Torch Lake so you can see this blue water. And I might just let Toya go with us since you are her coach. She might
Yeah,
be able
we're
to
gonna
go
think
with us.
about it. We'll have a conversation on
Yeah,
out
we
when
gotta talk
Bella
about
gets
that.
there.
Because I'm not gonna even let y'all meet. I'm gonna be there. No, I'm just playing. We love each other. We love each other. So listen, my husband just posted the fellas are going to represent. Listen, understand that the facilitators, we do have 2 male facilitators, but this conference is for Christian female startup coaches. So I hopefully Demetrious and JWil, Inspire God's People podcast hosts, hopefully y'all come and bring it because it's going to be a room full of women. And y'all know when a room full of women come together, things
Yeah.
change. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
kind of point that out. I know my husband think that, he's going to be able to change the game, but, I digress. Okay, so listen, this has been a fantastic night. I am excited. I love having this type of dialogue where we can talk, we can laugh, but we can really share strategy with you. I am so honored to have Beverly on our platform. So I want you to take the time to invest in your coaching business the same way that we've had to invest in ours. Listen, I want to allow Miss Beverly to close us out. We still got comments coming in. All right. 2 first-generation millionaires to come off this conference.
Amen.
We waiting for
Amen.
it. Let's
Amen.
go ahead and declare it because here's the thing, real quick, and we're gonna be done. If the value of this conference is 10,000, right? One of my favorite scriptures is Genesis 26:12, where Isaac sold into the land and he reaped 100-fold.
100-fold. Yes, it did.
If the value of the conference is 10,000, what's 100-fold of 10,000? Right? So just imagine you're only investing 1,000. So you're already set to reap 10,000. You're already set to reap 10,000. And it's a 10,000 worth of value of the conference and then 10,000 worth of value in your business. On top of that, because we're depositing 10,000 back into you, just imagine of what that harvest can look like. Y'all got to be able to see that sowing and reaping in that space right there. So don't look at this as another conference. Look at this as an opportunity for you to change the trajectory of your business. Miss Beverly, please close us out.
Woo! Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to them about is just the value of investing in your business and the fact that, where can you find another conference for believers like this where we can gather together, where we're applying kingdom principles? Because if you're not careful, you'll find yourself trying to find success the world's way. And I'm telling you, you will end up in a ratchet place. And my thing is, that's why when I mentioned earlier about believers in business and coming together, because once again, we should be leading the industry. People should be seeking us out first when it comes to relationship coaching, business coaching, all of that stuff. We should be the go-to people. But in order for us to get in that space and place, we need to ensure that we are investing in our business so that we have that business of excellence and integrity. And then, like Toya mentioned, this whole sowing and reaping thing. So you just want to make sure, this type of conference is designed to bring us as believers in business together and sharing these ideas and ways for us to be able to grow and have an even greater impact. And so definitely make sure that you're here and you're ready for that impact, that increase in impact in your income, period.
Absolutely. So listen, ladies, have a fantastic night. I'm gonna need Beverly to go ahead and close us out with her signature, what is it, closing. Hopefully she know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
No, when she done talking. So this is why y'all need to go ahead and join her Facebook group and just connect. I'll share.
Thank you. Thank you.
I really don't want to, but I will. So listen, when Beverly is done with her, when she's done with her coaching and her trainer or whatever she does, she always ends with boom. So have a good night and be blessed, everyone. And we'll see you at the conference. Make sure you set your alarm for next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m.
There we go.